fun. Carissa, your background is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
isn't
that,
it pretty? If it was only real, it's not.
Oh,
that's the entire metaphor of our show. So
You're
there
right. See, here I am fitting right in, fitting
you
right in.
go.
So this season has so much conflict set up, and a lot of it is around your character, Meredith,
hmm
because of the baby and everything that's kind of come into her life with, she's new to this alien thing, whereas Asta has already kind of gotten her feet wet, if
yes.
we can
Well,
put it that
definitely.
way.
I think I
Um,
dove in head first.
yeah, yeah, you did. And Meredith, I'm wondering, how is Kate kind of navigating these waters? We can see it on screen, but from what you know of the character, where
Yeah.
is she? What's going on with her?
I mean, she's gone through a huge paradigm shift, right? It's like
Right.
she organizes the world around her. That's how she gets through her feelings of feeling unsettled or unhappy or feeling like an outsider in her world in the world of patients, not having grown up with everybody. She has to go through this huge shift in season three where she realizes and has to come to terms with the reality that not only do aliens exist, but they're taking her and that they have taken her baby from her. That is just it is a mind blowing for especially for a person who is the way Kate is. She wants her world organized and understandable. So we meet her at the end of season three and beginning of season four, kind of feeling like her back's up against a wall, which is there's this whole new universe that she has to reckon with. And they've got her baby. Apparently, she's been taken. She doesn't remember what happened on the ship with Darcy. She doesn't remember that. And so she just thinks, okay, I guess I have to prepare myself physically and use all the tools I have so that the next time they take me, I can literally like fight my way out, fight my way to my baby. That's the only bit of control she's got.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we meet her, and it's gonna getting her baby back when she gets her baby back. It changes her relationships to um, a lot of people in town, specifically Asta and Darcy, because they know about it.
And what's interesting about your story and Asta's, Sarah, is that she too lost her baby. Somebody took her baby and raised it, and you guys are kind of in the same place. But I don't know. I don't know that the characters have realized this yet. I mean, is
No,
there going to be that moment where you guys grow closer through this experience?
Carissa, you are preaching the preach, because I have been saying mom to mom, like teacher. I even thought early days when I was figuring things out with Jay, you work at the school. What if something happens while Jay's in school? Like there could have been this sort of mom to mom bond.
Yeah.
And you're right. I gave up my child. And even though she didn't give up hers, she lost hers. And it's the same thing with different circumstances, something that we both, obviously could bond over. I think some of what keeps us apart circumstantially is you can't really talk about what you're going through. And you and I aren't close enough to be able to confide in me about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wish that there was a moment where you would be like, I need to talk to somebody and I happen to walk in the room. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I just wish we could have had what you're talking about because then I would have been like, I've been there. I've lost a kid too. Like I know what this is. And you will be reunited because I have been reunited and like would have been able to like give hope in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like it's hard to not be able to tell you. But I think as a mom and knowing that if I were you, I'd want to also protect my baby, but I also had to like understand that Asta's reasoning was it's not just the baby that needs protecting. And this is about an entire family that has been taken for how long?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like it's been happening since he was a kid, maybe even you too. Like maybe they even knew. I don't know. Like we don't know. Like obviously once you had the baby, they were or you got pregnant, they were interested. But I mean, I just feel like you probably have way more experience in this world subconsciously than Asta does. So I feel like there would even be things that you could help me with once you came back online
Mm.
and were like, I remember. Which, you know what, maybe we'll get that in season 5,
Yeah.
but there's not enough time when there's only 10 episodes and so many characters to
That's right.
explore.
That's right.
You
We're
know,
ready.
and let's go back to you, Meredith, bringing up the whole family thing.
Hmm.
Of course, Kate and Ben have kind of a roller coaster of a relationship. They're hot and cold, kind of the
Hmm.
same day. But then they also, now they're going through this together, but they also have Max that they have no idea
Yep.
has these incredible skills that can help them on this journey.
Yes.
Do they come any closer as a family to kind of sharing all these secrets this season?
I will say I think there's some really satisfying resolutions of character arc. I think our family goes on a real journey. You're right. Ben and Kate are really hot and cold. We have amazing chemistry, and we can also fight and go because we both provoke each other, right? We both are each other's triggers sometimes. Like I want to organize and he wants to do things, and we both have to contend with that throughout the course of the series. Is I my some of my growth is around like you know, accepting Ben for who he is, realizing that that's exactly why I married him. And we are a team. When the proverbial shit hits the fan, Ben and Kate, we team up, and we team up and we fight for our family. And so that is, despite our little, the little intricacies of how we quibble with each other, we always team up and fight for our family. So we're going to have a lot to contend with because we have a baby who we're both trying to get back. So we're trying to figure that out together. And we have a son who we're missing a whole part of his experience that's happening right in front of our eyes. And I think that question is posed and dealt with a lot in season 4.
Good, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't say more than that, but it's certainly in the water.
It's a good tease.
Hmm.
And Sarah, Asta is probably the sanest person in Patience, and yet she has kind of her eyes on the entire situation.
I do.
But she also kind of puts herself last all the time because you're dealing with all these other people. Do we get to have some me time for Asta this season, or maybe we discover something straight out about her that doesn't include others?
Yeah, I think like a good uh people pleasing Al-Anon lover, nurturer, caretaker that Asta is. She doesn't want to always look at herself in the mirror and deal with her own shit. So it's a lot easier to take care of the people around her. Now she cares about people and she is a humanitarian in that sense. So she wants what's best for everyone and she believes in the best in everyone. But I think Asta is a great example of how to discover self-love and regular self-care.
Mm.
And I think when she's realizing in 4 that everyone's doing okay, I mean, it's messy, but like Darcy's figuring it out. Jay's got a job. Like even once we get resolution with Kate and Ben, and Harry is, he's still a little all over the place, but he's okay. I feel like she's starting to kind of go, well, what now? And it's the first time she's ever asked herself, what do I want? And it's certainly the first time she's ever even considered what's beyond patience. And I think because now she's experienced the moon being an alien base, I think she's like, there's so many possibilities out there.
Oh,
I think it makes sense that she would want to go explore that.
Yes.
So I'm I love her arc. I think from 1, we meet her in season 1 so down and out and depressed and in shame and regret, and slowly but surely she gets the anger out, she gets the fear out, and she gets forgiveness, and she gives herself forgiveness, and there's a lot of love and different variations of friendships on the show, and the best that she can achieve, I think, in the end is loving herself, and I think that we get to see her get to that.
Mm.
perfect. Thank you both so much. I can't wait for people to see the season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carissa.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.